What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. It's the Beast Bailey. What's happening? And today, we got some more updates on some of the more Georgia players that have declared for the NFL draft and some players who have decided to stay and play another year at the University of Georgia. And I got my list because this list is a mile long. All right, let's dive into it. So I'm first going to go over the players who have declared for the draft. So I did make another video earlier, or my most recent one. I talked about some players. I might have missed a couple guys, but these are the most recent ones. Senior punter Jake Camarda declared for the draft. Jake Camarda, probably one of the greatest Georgia punters we ever had. I mean, the dude just did everything we needed him to do. He made great punts. The guy got it off quick. I don't think he ever had one blocked. He might have had one blocked maybe in the 4 years he played. But he was an amazing punter. Stepped up when we needed him to. Made the big punts. Was just a fantastic player to have. Awesome guy. I hope he gets drafted. I hope he goes to a good NFL team and has a long career as a punter. He'll make a great punter wherever he goes. We got senior linebacker Channing Tindall. This one kind of surprised me. I thought Channing would come back and do another year. Use the COVID year. I thought he would come back. Channing Tindall's the guy that nokobe Dean got onto in the game. They showed that as in like leadership, what he can do, pretty much. So it kind of showed that like the leadership when Tindall like ran into nokobe Dean, almost giving up a touchdown on the play, and nokobe Dean got into his face. And the next play, Tindall ran down Bryce Young and sacked him. So Tindall, big time linebacker, he was phenomenal. The dude just got better as he was there at UJ every year. He just got better. I hope he gets drafted. The draft wise for him, I'd probably say third or fourth round for him. But wish him nothing but the best. Actually, I seen a mock draft earlier where he was actually projected to go in the first round. He might. I don't know. We'll see. There's like 4 Georgia players projected to go in the first round. He's one of them. Him, nokobe Dean. I believe Deion Kendrick's one of them. I can't think of the other guys. Jordan Davis, yeah. Senior linebacker Quay Walker. He was a good linebacker, another hard hitter. It's going to suck missing him. He'll be a probably 4th or 5th round pick. And redshirt junior tight end John Fitzpatrick. That one was surprising too. But we have a Reek Gilbert who's off the scene right now, having some, he's having some personal problems, non-football issues. So he's kind of off the field right now. No, not with the team. Well, he's with the team, but he's not doing anything. He's not doing anything for football wise. But he's still part of the University of Georgia. He's off the grid, I would say, for right now. We have Brock Bowers, the best tight end in the country. Darnell Washington, who is an unstoppable 8-foot machine. So John Fitzpatrick, he's a redshirt junior. Maybe he felt like it was the time to go. Maybe he felt like he wasn't going to get, the playing time, get the extra film. If I was John Fitzpatrick, I would probably have transferred, then declared for the draft. Now, obviously, Charlie Warner got drafted last year, our Georgia tight end. He only had 1 career touchdown, and he got drafted. So, John Fitzpatrick, I don't know how many touchdowns he has. He might not have any. I don't know. I think he's got maybe 1 or 2. But, Brock Bowers just, him and Darnell, and if Reek Gilbert can get back to being 100% football dominant like he is, we have the greatest tight end room in the country. So, John Fitzpatrick, hats off to you, sir. Hope you get drafted. I hate it when players leave and don't get drafted. I hate it, man. That sucks because you can't come back. So a couple guys that are coming back, 2 of these dudes are redshirt seniors, and they're using their COVID year, because of COVID. Due to COVID, you get a extra year of eligibility, and both these are redshirt seniors. William Poole, DB, and outside linebacker Robert Beal. Y'all know how I feel about William Poole. A dude got absolutely torched in the SEC championship against Alabama. Dude got slaughtered out there. Him and Dan Jackson both. I was pissed about it, but William Poole played the best game of his career against Alabama in the Natty game. So he redeemed himself. William Poole, redshirt senior, smart move coming back because he might not have gotten drafted if he left. He will be drafted next year as long as he has a good year. We do need the help in the DB room, just like last year. We needed the help. So having him come back for a 6th year, hopefully he balls out. Hopefully he has a phenomenal season. And redshirt senior outside linebacker Robert Beal. Robert Beal, man, he's one of them guys. He doesn't play much. He didn't play. He played a little bit last year, and he played a little bit this year. He played a lot more this year. But he's gonna be a big time. He's gonna be a big name next year. He's gonna be one of the starting linebackers. He might be a captain for a few games. He might be a captain. Who knows? But for a couple of games. But I think Robert Beal is gonna be one of the big time guys. Him and Nokobe Dean. Him and Nokobe Dean are going to be the main 2 linebackers that we're going to be looking at, because we're going to have a young defense, man. We're going to have a young defense. There's not going to be too many seniors and juniors out there. Nolan Smith is going to be one. Nolan Smith will be a senior. He's coming back. So that's on my next thing. Junior outside linebacker Nolan Smith. Big news for him. Nolan Smith coming back. I was so happy. I was so afraid he would leave because we're losing dudes I thought would stay. But having Nolan Smith come back, that gives me a little bit of faith in this defense next year, because he's going to be the leadership of that defense. He's going to be, if I had put money on it, he will be the Nokobe Dean of our defense next year versus what we had this year. So how Nokobe Dean was this year, he was pretty much the leader of the defense. I think Nolan Smith is going to become that. I think that's what Nolan Smith's going to be. At least I hope so. And redshirt junior DB Christopher Smith. I might already mention this one, Christopher Smith. So the DB room, like I said, needs the help all they can get next year. And having him come back is amazing. So William Poole, Christopher Smith, and Tyke Smith, who was a DB transfer from West Virginia towards ACL in practice. He really didn't play much. But he said he's coming back to Georgia, which is amazing. Thank goodness. So I believe Tyke Smith will be phenomenal. That's 3 DBs right there. And we also have Keely Ringo, who's coming back. He was a freshman this year. Keely Ringo's coming back. We also have Dan Jackson, who was a walk-on DB playing. He played a lot this year, Dan Jackson did. Dan Jackson and Keely Ringo will have a lot more playing time next year. Keely Ringo's a starter, so was Dan Jackson, I guess. Play walk-on QBs and walk-on DBs, I guess. But having Dan Jackson hopefully get better. He's a ball hawk guy. You know, he blocked the punt against Arkansas. He recovered another block punt in another game. I mean, the dude's just going after the ball. He's a headhunter in a way that's clean. So he doesn't. He goes where the ball goes, and he's awesome. So I'm glad our DB room's going to look a little better. And I'm probably missing a dude. I'm probably missing a couple players. And also the freshmen coming in, the players are already on the team that don't play. Yeah, also Deion Kendrick, the cornerback, transferred from Clemson to Georgia. Smart move. Got him a national championship. Deion Kendrick has, 2 national championships with 2 different teams. He was there in 18 when Clemson won it. So he's got him 2 national championships. He was a freshman. And I think he was a freshman. Yeah, freshman. So I think he's a senior. He declared for the draft. He's projected to be a first-round pick. Obviously, Jordan Davis declared. Devontae Wyatt's going. I haven't heard anything out of Jordan Davis or Devontae Wyatt. Have they? I don't think them two either officially declared. I think Devontae Wyatt has. I haven't heard anything out of Jordan Davis. I don't know. There hasn't been much coming out of the offense. There hasn't. There hasn't been a lot of players. George Pickens, John Fitzpatrick, Jameer Salyer. Only 1 offensive lineman. That's good. Our offensive line is going to pretty much be the same next year. Now, Salyer is going to be a huge hit. But, I think his name was Tate Rutledge. He got injured against Clemson in the first game, or the second game of the season he got injured. And he's starting, and he was a lineman that everybody was looking forward to having out there. So, I don't know if he was a freshman or if maybe he was a senior that waited his turn. I don't know. So I think he's coming back too once he gets back to being healthy. He's an offensive lineman, had the long mullet. Got hurt against Clemson in week 2, something like that. I can't remember. Jalen Kimbar was one of our freshman DBs, or freshman safety, one or the other. Transferred to Florida. Salute to you, sir. Good luck to you. Good luck getting your doo-doo drug for 60 minutes the next 3 years you're at Florida. Justin Robinson, wide receiver, went to Mississippi State. Another team we got to play next year. Justin Robinson, salute to you, sir. Good luck. Watch Justin Robinson have like 200 receiving yards on us next year. Be hilarious. Mississippi State, Mike Leach, Bigfoot. Somebody call Animal Planet. One other guy transferred out. What was his name? Mere Speed. Mere Speed went to Michigan State, so he kind of linked up with Mel Tucker. Smart move. I think that could really help him out for the next year's draft. So I wish everybody best of luck at transfers, obviously, unless you go to Florida. Big mistake. But yeah, that's the news. JT, he's in the portal. If JT goes to an SEC school, especially if he goes to a team we got to play next year, that's gonna worry me a little bit because JT's he's an air raid guy. He'll air it out on us in a heartbeat, bruh. Heartbeat. Stetson, haven't heard anything out of Stetson, but based off seeing JT transfer, that either means Stetson's coming back or we're getting a quarterback and we just don't know who it is yet. Caleb Williams' name is still floating around out there. USC is doing really good right now in the portal, and they're doing pretty. USC is tearing it up. I seen a mock prediction for the playoff next year, and USC was in this prediction. Look, USC is not going to be a playoff team in 1 year. It's going to take USC a couple of years. I don't see it. I seen USC up there. I seen Ohio State. Ohio State makes sense. I think Ohio State's going to be in the playoff next year. You might as well bank on that. If Ohio State doesn't make the playoff next year, then there's something went terribly wrong for them. But yeah, I think somebody had TCU in Texas. TCU in Texas. Texas 4-8. No, Texas is going 6-6 next year. Bank on it. TCU might not make a bowl game. Who's making these playoff predictions? Look, now Michigan surprised everyone. If one of those dudes predicted Michigan last season, hey, maybe I get some credit where credit due. But look, I'm gonna tell you right now. Do I think Georgia's gonna go back to the playoff? I'm gonna go and say no. I don't know. I don't know. I can't say yes or no. I can't because I gotta see how we play week 1 against Oregon. If we go out there and we get absolutely manhandled by Oregon, then it's gonna be a long year for Georgia. That's just facts. Oregon is the best team Georgia's gonna play all season next year. Until if they were to go to the SEC championship game. You look at Georgia's schedule, 12-0. I mean, you can't as long as you beat Oregon, it's a 12-0 season. I mean, Florida and Auburn are going to be 7-5 teams next year. I'm not worried about either one of them. Kentucky's going to be the best team in the SEC East besides Georgia. It's probably going to be Georgia, Kentucky, and then a major gap between Kentucky and the next teams. And that pool, you got, I would say, Tennessee is probably the better team. I would say Georgia, Kentucky, Tennessee. I'm going to put South Carolina, Florida, Missouri, Vandy. I think that will be how the SEC East finishes next year. And the only reason I put Carolina above Florida is because of Spencer Rattler. Spencer Rattler is a million times better than Emory Jones and Anthony Richardson. So Spencer Rattler, say whatever you want to say about the dude. He might cause a problem. Now the SEC West, Alabama's going to be better than they were this year. Alabama here, giant gap to the next team. Ole Miss Ole Miss ain't gonna be up there. Mississippi State's not gonna be up there. Texas A&M 8-4 team, 9-3 team. They never seem they're the most what's the word I'm looking for? What is the word I'm looking for? They are the most golly, what's the word? Bird is the word. What's the word? Gosh, it'll come to me in a second. What's the word? Dadgummit. What is the word? What is the word? The word. Thinking about. Well, let's see. Alabama. They're the most inconsistent team. That's what I'm thinking of. A&M go out there and beat Alabama, then they're going to lose to Mississippi State and Auburn. I think they beat Auburn. Never mind. But Arkansas, Arkansas might be the second best team in the West. Sure enough. Well, we got plenty of time to talk about this later. Appreciate you guys watching. I got 34 subscribers, which is amazing. So if you were a subscriber and you continuously come back to watch my videos, dude, that's awesome. That seriously is cool. That's unbelievable, and that's awesome. I mean, I don't ask for it. I don't ask for likes, subscribers. I just post videos, talk about football because that's what I like. So I'm gonna try to stay very connected in the off season on this channel. Build up a little channel. Maybe have a couple hundred subscribers going into the season. If I had like 300 subscribers going into next year's season, that would be perfect. That would be awesome. Even 200, I'd be completely shocked if I don't think I'll ever get there. But I know I don't make fancy videos with editing and all the special handy dandy stuff, but I just like to keep it, raw, talk what I'm saying, what I'm thinking. So yeah, hopefully we get this Georgia room finished. We started sanding this stuff. I'll kind of show you what we're doing here. These stripes, started sanding these down. The stripes, we're getting rid of them. I wanted to keep them, but they're really not the greatest job. They don't look that great. So we're going to paint it a lighter gray color in here, and then we're going to get this thing decorated. So I got a bunch of Georgia stuff just laying throughout the room. So a bunch of stuff. Get this room decorated up, make it the man cave, and get it rolling. Peace.